Hey everybody, this is Bobo the Vulture,
Hey, it's Bean.
and it is time for more
There's
Let's
some
Play
tea
Hatoful
here.
Boyfriend.
Mm,
I'll say Holiday Star
holiday
because
star.
Bean is having a sip of chamomile tea.
Doing that voice, man.
Because yeah, guess what? Doing a long set of dialogue, particularly emotionally draining and trying dialogue, as the king, was probably even harder for her to speak than it might have been for you to hear.
Yeah,
Because the king,
trying to.
not really the character you're thinking. You're going to have to then delve into the sequence about him spiraling into suicidal depression.
Enough to enter a suicide pact and then get betrayed and get murdered.
Yeah.
So, there we are.
And we just learned how it is that little by little the king absorbed everyone on the Holiday Star. So what now? You do see now it does appear that his head contains multitudes.
Yes, and those
There's
are
like a little head
multiple
coming out on the
eggs
left. There's
there.
a head coming out of the top of his nose. His other head lifts back.
Oh, so little by little the king absorbed everyone on the Holiday Star, and now we are one.
Your legion.
I don't feel like I understand you at all. Even after that huge monologue. It was so huge.
Huge. He's lonely, so he wants friends. But he doesn't want his friends to quarrel, so he absorbs them all. You're quite a storyteller, Your Highness, to use a few hundred lines to express what I just did in there in 3.
In other words, this whole place is basically a cult of loneliness and crazy peer pressure.
It's a cult of personality. Oh no, CM Punk's gonna kick all
What's
our
good
asses.
about having everyone together, Mr. King? No one gets to play their own part. If Okusan were here, he'd say something like, "Everyone is different, and everyone is good, Mr. King." And then he'd slap you.
Even now that you're the king, you're still just a small, frightened quail. You ran, hid in your shell, and now you're safe in your own private kingdom. I suppose you are right. If everyone is one, no one gets hurt. But there's no one on this fake star but you, Your Majesty. As long as you stay here, you'll be alone.
The king said, "It's not the king's fault." The king was not the only one who wished for this.
Oh.
All who came here accepted it gladly. Even the ones like you who were angry at first. In 2 days you will be the king's best friend. You are the ones who are wrong. It is you who are wrong. You're not right.
Oh, this writing is dreadful.
Oh my, what on earth?
This is the multitudes of the king.
Wow. My goodness.
From one many...
Okay.
The king and that king and this king and all these kings are so happy. But you want to hurt the king and this king and that king. Everyone has to be good on this star. If we are not one, then someone will surely hurt someone else. The king said, "Let us become happy together."
Happy together. When I'm with you, Ben, and the skies will be blue.
This might be Yuya.
Hmm?
This is probably Yuya.
Yeah. I've rechecked everywhere I went, but I haven't seen any other doors. It's a one hallway from start to finish. Looks like this path must be hidden too well for the naked eye to see. The last room should be where I'll find Professor Nanaki. Or wait, didn't he say he was Hitori ne Nemo in this world? Anyway, there should be a quail here somewhere, and he's been singled out for poor treatment. Did you really have to hide him away like this, Your Majesty? Huh? A voice echoes faintly in the dark corridor. One of the king's underlings? I don't see it anywhere. GB, do you... Zach... You... Leon?
I can stay connected for learn. Listen up. The teacher here, Naraki Kazuaki, is starting to show abnormal brain activity. He's probably falling into a coma.
I've been trying to find him right now, but it looks like the man behind all this has hidden him somewhere.
I thought as much. Nanaki's brain activity is dropping. He may not be able to regain consciousness.
Meaning, he alone is proceeding more rapidly into the disconnect of mind and body.
Unfortunately, I'm going to administer psychotropics to you and Nanaki in 60 seconds. In small amounts, it would look brilliant if you failed the mission because I overdosed you.
Oh, sarcasm. So my job is to concentrate and to find the professor while the high lasts.
Exactly. You should have about 2 minutes. Good luck.
Leona fades away like a puff of smoke. This isn't the first solo search and rescue I've had to do, but all the same, it is reassuring to see that unshakable cockatiel's face, even for just a minute. Whew. It's almost time. If the planet sphere was right, the path down to the last star should be somewhere between Sakuya and Ryuta's rooms. That magnificent artist did get rid of the clouds for us. It would be a waste if we didn't let any of the nice moonlight in here. The boost should last 2 minutes. At least the area is pretty small. Let's hope that king can't beat me at my own game.
So the officers are just as willing to use illegal substances as the ground operatives? I can't believe it. There is something very wrong with the Dove Party.
We are like cogwheels. We serve as parts of a machine far larger and more important than ourselves. Well, you should know it as well as I do.
Unfortunately, I cannot even begin to comprehend such groveling ideas. I am not here for the system is here for me. Anyway, I administered the amounts you said to your underlings and the Queller.
Thanks. And now all we can do is brightly and massively prevent the victims' bodies from losing too much heat and wait to see how everything turns out.
The drugs acting on my physical body are having more of an effect on my dream consciousness than I had expected.
Uh-oh.
Every sensation deepens and expands.
Oh no.
If only I could enter this state at will. I can see a crack in the wall. I hadn't noticed it before, but light is seeping through. That must be the light from a bird's soul, like the migrant was talking about. The wall should be fragile here. This is just like Sakuya's tea party. Break it open and be on my way.
We can't let you do that, traveler.
You were not even invited here. Please stop doing such terrible things.
Well, hello there, yokels. What's with the long faces? I'm just here to pick up a friend. He's gotten stuck in here by mistake, you see. I'm not going to do anything to hurt you. Mind letting me by?
Why do you do such terrible things?
You must not open this until everyone is one.
No room for negotiation then. I was hoping this would go more smoothly, but oh well. If you don't move, I'm going to make you.
That's mean. The king is scared of birds like you.
Ugh.
The king asked, "Are you trying to break another egg?"
The citizens, who appear to have morphed into the king, address me accusingly.
What a mean thing to do. You break eggs and you think nothing of it. So many eggs. I wonder what the children inside were like. Those lives that couldn't live. Poor eggs. Don't you feel sorry for them? The king knows. The king knows that long ago you broke an egg out of your own selfishness.
So this is how the king fights back? I don't know how he figured out my secret. But in any case, it's a very precise attack. The king himself is on his throne. Citizens should just be small parts of the whole, but maybe they share his consciousness and abilities? This is my job. I'm here to rescue everyone from the school. You've trapped one inside this wall, so I'm breaking this wall. Any questions? My name is David S. Yuya. Any questions?
That poor chick who could never hatch.
Please, try not to get distracted. My past has nothing to do with the fact that you are in my way.
You poor bird. The king thought you should not have to suffer anymore.
Suddenly the king is carrying eggs and dropping them at my feet. Before I know it, there's nowhere left to stand but on the broken eggs.
The king said the king can lift the burden from your shoulders. The king can take away your pain. So come, become one with the king.
How much does he know? He's aware of the guilt I've carried with me since I broke my brother's egg, anyway. But he seems to have misunderstood. Thanks, but no thanks. You're asking me to hand my guilt over to some complete stranger? Please, tell me you're joking.
The king said, "Do you like pain?"
Yes, a little bit, especially a stingy kind on the backside. Hey, but that has nothing to do with this.
The king does not understand.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. I don't think you ever will. Like you said, I dirtied my hands with a crime, and I can never take it back. A life lost will never return. The past does not change. The least I can do is remember. I will always carry this with me. This pain is mine, and you can't have it.
You know well what it means to suffer, but if you break the king's egg, you will only suffer more. Suffer.
Suffering, indeed. I don't think you'll understand. This pain is part of me. Your egg is already rotten. Isn't it a little much for you to ask me to accept your sympathy?
Oh, they disappeared?
The king's shadow disappears like morning fog in the sun. I can see the stairway to the bottom of the maze. a friendly and considerate man. I imagine an eternity spent with him would be full of happy days. My sentimentality is dying down in contrast with the high from the drugs in my bloodstream.
Picture book. I mean, it's just pictures. Oh my.
Dad, I'm just gonna color this one page and then I'll go to bed.
Spoken by a real person. Alright. You lied to me. Oh my. Oh my gosh, flames.
The flames!
Oh no.
The others weren't exactly masterpieces, but I think this one goes in a class of its own.
I have a theory
Yeah?
about Nanaki.
Do you want to share your theory before we go
think-
on?
He might have been the one who tricked the king.
Professor Nanaki has his own tragic backstory to begin with,
It's true.
involving Nageki,
It's true.
though that might explain why the king doesn't like Nageki.
Could be.
Professor Nanaki. I mean, Hitori. I'm here to take you home. You'll get the moldy if you sit around dozing in here.
He doesn't have any eyes, remember?
That's right?
And he's not covered in caramel anymore.
Oh. Hello. Looks like he's still alive. Do you mind if I tell you something? I feel very strange. And I was sleeping just fine up until a few minutes ago. You woke up all of a sudden? Yes, that's right. I woke up. So, he really doesn't have eyes? I hope this doesn't have anything to do with his actual body. But now I'm starting to get sleepy again. Please, stay awake. I need your help to break this egg, Hitori. I'm very, very sleepy. And the king did tell me I could nap for as long as I liked in here. There's nothing wrong with naps, but if you sleep right now, you'll never wake up. Oh, Mr. Nanaki is concussed. Really? That would be bad. Don't sleep! Don't sleep! Come on, let's get out of here. The drugs must be wearing off. This guy is quite something. Not everybody can doze off in their sleep. I think I would rather stay here and sleep. So, please. Huh? He steps unsteadily forward, his rings stretched out in front. Is he looking for me? I'm right here. There you go. Ah, yes. Thank you. He smiles happily, feels for my neck, and no, you have to have some martial arts training. You have to know what's coming. Closes his wings around it.
Oh no.
Hey,
Wait just a minute. Are you planning to strangle me?
you noticed. Oopsie.
What do you mean, oopsie?
I jumped back reflexively. I've nearly been crushed while trying to rescue drowning swimmers, but I've never had a hostage try to strangle me before. I thought you were pretty calm. Sorry, did I scare you? I'm here to help. Come on. Take a deep breath. After me. Inhale. Exhale. Just got an ounce in the man. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. So, it's not you. I feel like there's something I forgot to do. Even though I thought I already finished it a long time ago. But, it wasn't you. Sorry. Did he mistake me for someone else? He looks gentle enough on the outside, but I think he's a pretty messed up inside.
Not wrong.
Did the king do something to you? No, all the king did was close the door. Apparently, I shouldn't go outside. Birds who might hurt people have to stay inside. That's pretty stupid. No birdie can live without hurting anyone else. Are you going to follow his orders just because he's the king, Hattori? The king is the most important person here, so apparently I have to. Think for yourself here for a minute. Do you want to be dragged along with whatever he wants? He said I needed to be punished. Apparently I did something bad, and I think I know what it was. I wouldn't have expected it from the professor I know, but maybe he did something long ago that the king was able to drag up. Just like with me. I don't know what you did, but it won't go away if you stand here moping. Yes, I know that. A professor, I mean Hattori. There are still a few things you have left to do in the real world, right? Yes, there are. I think so. In that case, let's get out of here, okay? A few things left to do. Alright. There is something I need to do. Let's get out of this dark hole, then. I can't keep a lady waiting, after all. But that would be hard. I ate my eyes, so I can't go anyway. I can't see anything. Don't worry, I'll guide you. This rotten egg should have a few cracks from everywhere and everyone now. I don't want to leave a bean and a Nageki in the danger for too long. Better hurry to the throne room.
Meanwhile, Nageki and I are fighting for our lives with a physically revolting incarnation of the king.
The king has said, become one with us.
No, thank you. It's no good. He isn't getting hurt at all. I thought he'd die if we hit him enough, but I don't feel like we're doing any damage at all. If only I'd brought a halberd or something.
There's definitely something wrong if he's completely unfazed by your punches, Miss Vulture. It's not like they're doing nothing, though. He just recovers very quickly.
Who gave this chump a regen buff? What do we do, Nageki?
Perhaps it would be best to wait for Mr. Sakazaki.
Maybe so, but I'm getting awfully tired of the king's incessant invitations. Couldn't I take him out if I bypassed his regeneration by throwing all my hunter-gatherer strength into a single attack? There's always a chance, right? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I mean, Yuya's drugged anyway, if we wait for him. How much will he really be able to help us?
Well, he's drugged with psychotropic drugs that are increasing all of his, like, mental faculties and everything. you want to go for it, or do you want to play it safe?
Let's play it safe.
Okay. Young Bean plays it safe.
Nageki's right. We probably can't get through with force alone. We'll have to buy time and wait for backup.
Making cracks is bad.
Look out! Nageki, are you okay?
Yes. Sorry.
It's okay. The king has been targeting Nageki this whole time. Looks like maybe Nageki is his natural enemy, like the migrant said.
I'm slowing you down, Miss Vulture. At least if we split up, I wouldn't be in your way.
Don't worry about it. We need you to burn the lighthouse after all. I'll protect you, Nageki.
Miss Vulture!
Oh, I got hit bad, boss. This king really is a nasty man. Batting the heroine of a dating sim around like that.
Oh, such a nasty woman.
Ooh.
The king's
Ooh. Not in all my days and travels as a hunter-gatherer have I fought a creature like this. But even so, I need to get Nageki past him somehow, even if it means sacrificing myself. Hey, wait! Nageki, what are you doing? While I was reeling on the floor from the last attack, Nageki got up and placed himself between me and the king.
You're pushing yourself too hard, Miss Vulture. It won't be enough for me to go on alone. I will send you home safe, Miss Vulture, to reality, to the school. Because you have a future, Miss Vulture.
Nageki should die in a fire.
He
That's
did
harsh.
die in a fire, though.
Also, yes. I mean, he knows something about everybody's past, so he may be aware of this. However, there's also
Been
just,
there, done that.
you know, the classic just way to dismiss Twitter trolls.
The king slowly draws closer to Nageki. He's gotten heavier and he keeps sprouting more heads. There's no way Nageki could take a hit from him.
Your Majesty, please don't hurt Miss Vulture anymore.
You must not go.
Ugh. Nageki. Uh-oh. What?
The interfering Oko-san arrives coolly.
Okasan! Okasan, dashing out of nowhere, sweeps Nageki up in his wings and skids into the corner, sparks flying from his claws.
I'm dizzy. You really are quite fast.
What did you expect? Oko-san's legs are pure muscly gold.
Son, he really runs, and he runs, but he will never find anything.
Spare us the foolishness. True pudding does exist somewhere in the world. Oko-san will run until he finds real pudding in the real world.
Okasan used Body Slam on the king. It's super effective. Wait, no! Fall in a different direction! I need to get out of the way, but my legs are still...
Bean, grab my wing!
What a careless lot you are. Hold on tight. Ryuda, Sakuya.
Sorry we took so long, Bean. Are you okay?
Never been better. You're practically in tatters. I expect better than this from my underlings. I'm not your underling or your mercenary or anything, Sakuya.
But even if you go back, the world will only keep hurting you.
You were right, sir. There are two birds in my heart, and it's painful. Sometimes I think I'm gonna tear apart from the inside.
Wait, two birds in his heart? His mother and Bean?
Or his own heart and the heart of another. That pain is another one of the memories I've held so dear all this time. I can't just surrender it up to someone else. If I stop worrying, if I stop being in pain, I would be myself anymore. I don't care if I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I want to go back to the real world and live into the future with everyone.
Have you no shame, you pathetic being? You call yourself a king, but you are as limp and weak as a boiled frog leg. You fear contact with others? You comfort yourself by forcing everyone into the same mindset as yourself? You despicable coward. A king's duty is not to indulge in sloth and indolence.
That's merely a byproduct.
The future will come, yes, and we do not know what tragedies it may bring, but a king's duty is to stand proudly forth and do battle with them.
Sakuya's cool.
Man, we've reached an understanding.
Indeed.
Sakuya would be a way better king than you.
Oh man, this is gonna turn out to be an extra long finale, maybe?
Maybe. But of course.
Sakuya, don't let your guard down!
Oh my. Ugh. How dare you strike at me while I'm speaking, you cad?
Are you okay? Did he get you?
Merry Christmas! You and Kaku will take care of all your scrapes and bumps with a wink and a twink and a ho-ho-ho! A familiar pair of white creatures tumble across the room and begin administering emergency care to Sakuya. It's not like I asked for this or anything.
Can I borrow that first aid kit for a minute? Are you okay, Bean?
I'm great. I knew you'd be here, Rita. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's help each other get out of here. With you and Nageki and everyone.
The king does not understand.
Okasan, look out! He's coming from above! Cool?
That ungainly dance of yours is hardly something to show in front of a lady, your highness. And tell me, what's happening? Things have gotten a bit strange, haven't they?
I knew you showed up looking like a hero, Yuya.
So, Hitori was alright? Good.
You're late, Sakazaki. Been off gallivanting around while the rest of us fight, have you?
Do forgive me, dear brother. I was looking for somebody and unfortunately was delayed. And now then, let's get this idealist king to step aside so we can get at the magical lantern he's hiding behind his throne. But we will do that next time, folks. Because there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on.
So join us for that, though, folks. And of course, anytime I think it's almost the end,
It's
that
never.
means there's another hour.
Yeah, at least.
Anyways, this is Bobo the Vulture,
And Bean.
and this is Let's Play Together Hatoful Boyfriend.
Holiday
I
Star.
want to thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see all of you next time.
Bye.